And give a little bit of a push, okay? Let that go. Good. Right there's good. All right. Not too bad.
Yeah.
So I know you said mid-back pain and lower back pain. In terms of where you're feeling the most of your pain, it's more so in here, you said, right?
Like across my whole back?
Yeah, can you point to where you're feeling that?
Here.
So the lower part is here. What about that mid-back pain, the pinching?
Mid-back is like up here.
It's more up onto the top, yeah. Okay. All right. And so when you started to feel the lower back pain, like, was it like right after you said, or was it like you said you did the tumbling, it's called a tumbling pass, right?
Yeah.
And then it wasn't like immediately right when you did that, right? It was after.
It was kind of just like, ooh, that hurt a little bit. And then ever since then, I've just had pain.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see how things you're doing. When you're doing tumbling now, is it more so when you're landing, or is it more so like when you're doing certain movements?
Tumbling doesn't really hurt that much as far as landing. It's more like flexing and like arching and going like that.
So when you're doing those types of moves?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're noticing it more when you're actually flexing forward, or is it when you're arching back?
It hurts more when I'm arching, but if I quickly like go from arch to like rounding over, then it hurts.
Okay. All right. So let's see how things should. We're going to scan you from the bottom of your neck all the way to the top. We're going to work our way back down to the spine here, okay? And then let's take a look at what we're doing down here. Alright. So we got a couple different spots we're going to be looking at what we're going to do today first, okay? So the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is T4. 5, 6, 5, 4. Which is the most tender of any of those?
I think 4.
A little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay. Were those all pretty sore? Or
a
not
little
really?
bit.
Not too much?
Yeah.
Okay. So 4, what number that is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to be doing T9 as well, because you can't really bend over to that left side as much. It gets pretty stuck there.
Okay.
And then we got this lower back here. And again, so here's L5, 4, 5, 1. Any soreness with those?
Yeah, on 1 and 5.
1 and 5 here. I want to tilt you over to the left here. There's 5. And then 1. Yeah, 5 doesn't move very well. And then over. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do 5, 9, 4. Alright, and then here's C6, and then C7, 6, and then 7. So 7 doesn't move very well.
Yeah.
Is there any soreness with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do 7, 4, 9, and 5. Got quite a bit of stuff going on today. Alright. As we do this, we're going to do your neck while you're seated in this position. I'm going to bring you down just a little bit here. To hold you a little bit more stable, I'm going to be shifting that joint forward. So I'm going to put you with a little strap on your shoulder here, okay? Alright, so you might hear some popping noises. Those are just gases within the joints. I'm sure you're familiar with some of that stuff. Alright, and just right underneath that C7 here. And then all you got to do, just relax in your head right over to the side. Perfect. Good, and I'm going to stabilize you with my left hand right over here. And all you got to do is just relax your right shoulder. Just let that drop down, just nice and easy. And all I'm going to do is give a little bit of a push right here, okay? Just like that. And again, as you relax your right shoulder, you're going to look up just a little bit. Good. How's that?
Good.
Not too bad?
Yeah.
Good. We're going to get you on your right side. So on your shoulder here, facing that wall. Alright, so I'm going to roll you quite a bit here. I won't drop you, I promise. And as you roll here, I don't want to twist you like a pretzel. Just want to kind of stabilize you just like that. Hold on to your leg just right here and give a little bit of a push, okay? Let that go. Good. Right there's good. All right. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Breathing in. Good. Good. So you said that when you're going down like this and then kind of arching back, that's where you feel a little soreness. I just want to see how you're doing. I'm not expecting like a miracle, but I just want to see if you notice a little bit of a difference. So just kind of do what might aggravate that pain.
Yeah, I think it feels better. It doesn't feel as like stiff and like I guess painful.
You're okay.
Yeah.
What about when you kind of go forward to back?
Yeah, I think it feels like looser almost.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, that's looking much better. So now it's just going to be getting some of that inflammation out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's looking really good. We got a lot of work to do, okay? And so in terms of here, we did that L5. You may feel a little looser, you may feel more ease of some of that tension or that pressure.
Okay.
But now the homework is getting some movement, okay? So now that we realign that joint, what we need to do is getting some walking in or some light exercise. How often do you practice?
I have practice
5 days a week.
5 days a week? Really?
I have practice in 2 minutes actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're in a rush so I don't know.
Okay.
No, I don't think we're going to be.
They know that.
Yeah,
Okay,
we know
good.
what's going on. So.
All right, good. So, so in your practices, just be a little bit more aware of your body. If something is really uncomfortable, especially for the first 2 weeks, I want you to really try to ease up a little bit, okay? If there's something that you know is like they aggravate your spine and stuff like that, if 100% is here, I want you to be at about 70, just for the first 2 weeks, okay? Once we start getting some mobility and some movement in there, then that should start to feel a lot better. But in the first couple of weeks, I just want to learn and figure out how your body's responding. We worked on L5 today. I might need to do your sacrum if we're seeing a little bit less improvement than I'd like. So I just want to see which one's going to be the one that's going to get you the most relief, okay? And so making sure, I don't think there's any concern with you getting any movement. So usually it's like walking is the best thing, but if you're doing a lot of like exercises, I'm pretty sure you're going to get plenty of movement, okay? The other thing is ice. Icing is going to be your best friend right now because if there's so much inflammation, ice will help to reduce some of that and help to ease up some of that pressure, okay? So ice, walking or movement, and then that's going to be it, okay? So you're going to get some emails. I'm just going to get you a link of some videos. So if you can just check those out, make sure you're doing some things that you should be making sure you're doing, and then also avoiding some of the activities like cell phone use, bringing your head down like this. We want to try to prevent that, okay? So, any questions?
I don't think so.
Good. I'm excited you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time, and then any questions, let me know next time. Otherwise, you did good today.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
All right.